touchdowns. It's the Seahawks and the Huskies, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Huskies of Anchorage. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and partner, look at this Anchorage team entering play.
Now, they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
It's taken to the 26. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession.
Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And remember, when he came out of college, he left early. So a lot of people weren't really paying attention to this young man. But he was entrusted with a leadership role early in his NFL career and didn't shy away from it. His goal, continue to prove that there should have been one more quarterback that went in the first round of the 2021 draft.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, Mills. He completes this to Walker.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. First carry here for Ken Walker.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
Play fake, Mills. This one goes underneath to Walker.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Throwing, Mills. That is caught. Runs over it.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Walker. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Holding offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Mills to the air again.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
They'll toss this out right to Walker.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Boy, a good, strong run there. Some serious perseverance, and it pays off in 6 points.
And, Brandon, you know when it gets deep into the red zone, it often becomes a question of who wants it more. And we got our answer on that one, didn't we? The guy with the ball, he wanted it all.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They're going to look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hauled in here, Caldwell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. What a great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Huskies are an extra point away from drawing level.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too? Because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield. Maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Mills. Smith and Jigba with the grab.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw, Mills. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Mills to throw it.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Huskies are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. First down, Mills. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. Out of the gun now on third down, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down, and that's what he just did.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL here on this first day of November. We'll start in the NFC. The Rams on the road at Detroit. And it's the visiting side who have the lead in that one. Jared Goff has a touchdown pass. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Tyler Algier, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Isaiah Pacheco with 2 touchdowns there. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he returns this to the 22. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really...
He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
They need 12 here. It's third down. Mills now.
And that will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 6-yard line.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Here is third down and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll set up a throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Holding offense.
Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
But you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings. But at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. second and long. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Out to the right here to Wilson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. This one brought in by Jefferson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. He'll drop to throw. This is caught.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Huskies go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Second and 11 now. Here's Mills.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On third down, here's Mills.
In trouble, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll start this drive out on the ground
to about the 48-yard line.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Now hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
2nd and 11.
They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Anchorage, they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Huskies and the Vikings, and it's coming up next.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis.
Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Huskies of Anchorage taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in just in an absolute free fall. Losers of 7 in a row.
And this is where you turn to your best players and look at them and say, can you guide us out of this? We've got to be better than what we've shown.
Meanwhile, for visiting Anchorage,
they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I...
ready to get us started, Rodrigo Blankenship.
And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
There he goes, left side. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, they come out and take a...
Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Now back to throw. And a completion to Wilson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third down, they'll run it with McAllister. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Another run with McAllister. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to...
Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Huskies are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. To throw, Mayfield. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And Hawkinson going to have the Vikings first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. Mayfield. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. Mayfield with it once more. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And Hawkinson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They go play action. Mayfield. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, 26 yards. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And we are tied at 7.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here's 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down. 7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff to McAllister. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
How about about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of the route, too.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Oh, now an injured player down there, and this is not what you want to see. That's Justin Jefferson, who's having some issues. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Mayfield now.
That is caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Amari Cooper from 10 yards out, and the Vikings have taken the lead.
On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Over the middle, complete. It's Caldwell. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
First down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there had to change things in a big way. I said go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
Pass complete to Addison. This 2nd and 4.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
2nd down and 4.
Now Mayfield. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
In motion right is Addison. A fake on the jet sweep and a give to Dobbins.
That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 15. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They'll throw now on the final play. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, and it's the Steelers who are out in front. Kenny Pickett has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough, and they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. 3 touchdown passes there for Mac Jones. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see the score there in the 2nd quarter. It's Bryce Young with a good day throwing it. 3 touchdown passes there. We saw a strong first half out of the former Heisman Trophy winner, Baker Mayfield. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
How come the Vikings, they'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd?
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game and down the stretch being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Mayfield's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's completed to Caldwell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wilson snags it left side. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Running right, here's McAllister. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On the give, McAllister with it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory,
the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they need to make something happen for a chance at a comeback, and I'd say that qualifies. They took advantage of the play-action pass by the offense, ran right through it, and got a big sack in a big moment.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got it. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Mayfield looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
2nd and 3. He's got the hook up here to Caldwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw. throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. That's pulled in by Wilson. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Minnesota, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week.
Meanwhile, for Anchorage,
their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin.